What's good with you guys, man? Back with another YouTube video today. And I just tried to post another video like literally right now, but it got copyrighted, so it is what it is. I had a feeling that shit was gonna get copyrighted. But I just want to say thank you guys for all the support and shit that I've been getting on these videos. Like crazy. I doubled my subscribers in like 2 days. Like I got 80, so you know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Get me to 100, you know what I'm saying? So get me to 100. It's December. We're on the road to Christmas. And after that, 2021. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. But on another hand, I got a video with 13,000 views. Thank you guys for that so much. But I want to address some fucking comments that I got on that video, right? So, to people that think I talk too much, right? Don't watch my videos. It's a reaction. If you want to see the original video, watch the original video. Like, what? And it was like old ass men. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up and go to work. Like, what the fuck? Nigga, go pay a fucking bill or something. Get your bitch ass up commenting on my shit, nigga. The fuck is you talking to? But, Nah, but I am thankful that video got 13,000 views. And, like, it's the reason why I've gained so many subscribers. So, I just was at, like, the last video I made, I think I even said it. I said, thank you for 30 subscribers. Like, nigga, now I got fucking 85. So, you know, keep going. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. If the button's red, make it gray. And hopefully this video doesn't get copyrighted. Because if it does, I'm going to throw something.
Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Johnson versus Johnson.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Mr. Johnson, you are here with your wife, but you are positive her newborn daughter, Diari, is not your biological child. You have petitioned this court to grant you a paternity test so you can get your name removed from the birth certificate. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mrs. Johnson, you say that despite your husband's fears, you are confident he fathered your daughter and you intend to prove paternity today. Is this correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
This court must decide if there is sufficient evidence to grant a test. I want to start with you, Mr. Johnson. Why do you need the test so badly?
Because I wanna be for sure. I take care of all my kids. My name is on the birth certificate. I don't want a child to have my last name if it's really not mine.
And because you're married, you're on the birth certificate because the child was born within the marriage.
Of course. Half of the time I don't want to be there. I don't want to assist with the child. I don't want to do too much as far as fathering goes because, I'm really not sure. You know, I'm kind of uncomfortable. So majority of the time I'm just like piling myself up with work, staying gone, you know.
So you're admittedly detaching yourself from the home and the family.
Yeah, because I don't want to get hurt.
You're so afraid that the child is not yours.
Of course.
So, Ms. Johnson, how is this affecting you? How is this affecting the home?
My family's on the line. I'm sorry, it's emotional.
You don't have to be sorry. Family and children are the most important things to us. Take a breath and go ahead.
I feel like my kids don't deserve this. My daughter don't. She's only 10 days old. Like, she shouldn't have to be the black sheep of the family.
I'm just trying to protect myself.
Right.
You know?
And
I'm not trying to hurt anyone, but I'm just trying to protect myself.
Right, and in doing that, she feels you separating from the family. So we know that there is a lot on the line here, am I correct?
Correct.
So what happened? How do we get here? How does a married couple end up here before me in paternity court?
Honestly, we always had a rocky relationship. 10 years, separated numerous times, mostly because of me. I was always in the streets. This was like a normal thing for me. Being in the streets, being gone, you know, dealing with other women. It was always, I never really cared the way I should, you know. After we lost our child, I just didn't like take heed to it. I just kept drilling and just doing what I wanted to do. I just never took her feelings into consideration. So
I'm glad that he can admit that, because there's a lot of guys that can't. And you know what I'm saying? the fact that he can admit that just shows that he's a changed man.
I mean, honestly, I can say that I played a big part in us being here today,
Okay.
but
Mostly all of it because of him.
So
She couldn't just let him have that, huh? She couldn't just let him just say, she just had to say something. I quit.
I appreciate the honesty. I'm going to say that first off. I may not appreciate the behavior, but I appreciate the honesty. When you mess everything up, you got to be man enough to say, you know what? A lot of the reason why we're here is because of me. We may have to examine what Ms. Johnson did because unfortunately we're in paternity court, so that's what we're going to have to do. But I like the fact that as a man, you stood here and said,
thank you.
I helped make this mess.
Thank you.
So, Ms. Johnson, your husband's testified that a lot of the reason why you got to this point is because of him. What happened?
When we first separated, it was just because of infidelity. Finding numbers in his phone, finding pictures, like all types of stuff just was happening. It felt like he didn't care. Like I find it for that moment, he'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, but then he'd go right back to doing it. So, I mean, I left.
A lot of it was like business. Like she was
That's what he
like I'm an
claimed.
artist, so I deal with a lot of women.
But it don't have to be, oh, you're beautiful. What you doing? Meet me upstairs. You know, stuff like that. That's not
At
business.
that moment, I felt that's what was needed.
I feel like it don't take all that. It don't take all that.
Well, this is actually a really good moment and a relationship lesson that many have had to learn. Because a lot of people work in businesses where they work predominantly with the opposite sex.
Right.
And it's not easy. Because what you tend to do is cross that line because it's very easy for that initial flirtation to turn into a lot more and destroy your family and your home, which is what it's doing.
I mean, sometimes it did turn into much more. Sometimes it did.
Yep. I know it did.
That's why we feud a lot. That's why we always break up.
So how long did the separation last?
About a year.
A year.
Yes.
All right, what happened?
Me losing my child, you know, having a miscarriage, I feel like I did it by myself. Like I went through the pain, the crying, everything by myself. Like he wasn't there. So I feel like ain't no sense of me being in the house.
It was just like, for me, it was more or less, I didn't feel like a man when I was around her. She never addressed me enough to make me feel like a man. I feel like
he was addressing too many other women. So
I felt like a supporter.
Why should I be there?
Don't say you didn't feel like a man, because I always say, if you a man, you feel like a man. A woman can't make you feel or not make you feel like a man. A man is a man. Now, I will say this, if you felt like you were giving and you weren't getting reciprocity and that pulled you out of the house, that happens in relationships all the time. I get that.
If you vape nicotine, you could be inhaling toxic metals like nickel, chromium, and lead that can damage your lungs.
If you want more episodes of the separation.
Well, during the separation, I just was
just doing her and I was doing me, and we weren't planning on getting back together.
And so you were out dating,
yeah.
and having sex.
Yes.
And you were with multiple people,
Just one person.
With one person.
Yes.
And so, Mr. Johnson,
Yes.
after a year apart, how do you get back together?
I don't know what type of change of heart she had. She just wanted to come over. We cooked, have family dinner, family movie night, and one thing led to the next.
I just saw how my kids reacted to it, so that's what made me want to go back.
Because I was
saw
like,
how
gone for
happy
a
your
little
children
while.
were to be with their dad and with you and this. Yes, I understand that. And so how soon?
Oh, shit. Shit. This is going to be one of them videos where I don't talk a lot. Like, really, it ain't really nothing to say. Shit, nigga, just watch. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Soon after you reconnected, did you find out she was pregnant?
Maybe about 2 weeks or something like that.
After the
she come back,
reconciliation.
yeah. And I was excited.
I was scared.
Because
I know I
couldn't
had
believe
sex with somebody else.
So he was excited and you were scared.
Yes.
Because you did have sex with someone else during the time you were broken up
We were
and
separated.
thought you were never getting back together again.
Right.
So, Mr. Johnson, you said you were excited. How do you go from excitement to doubt?
After the excitement, we celebrated. We talked about it. You know, I mean, that was like the best time for me at that moment. Like, but here comes a week or so later, and she's like, I got something to tell you.
And what did she say?
She said, it's possible. I said, just be honest. Is it possible? She was like, yeah, it is possible that someone else may father. I just kind of like lost everything because all I asked was a simple question, and I just didn't get that answer. So it's kind of hard for me.
So you do admit, Ms. Johnson, that you had unprotected sex with this other man.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then when you reconciled with your husband, you had unprotected sex with him.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I didn't know who my baby's father was because I didn't know when I got pregnant, like what day I got pregnant. And by me going back to him so fast after being with somebody else, it was scary.
Let's see what you got, Oculus.
Drea, hey. Did you ever tell the other man that he potentially could be the father?
Yes, Your Honor.
What was his response?
He just said, well, in the beginning it was like, I'll be there, but like if she's mine, I'll be there. But then after she was born, I asked him to come to paternity court. He said, I must have doubt or I must feel like it's his, and I was doing like it was ridiculous for him to come.
So let me ask you something. When did you two reconnect? Can you tell me specifically when that was?
On June 20th.
All right. I just want to do a little calculating myself. I have a conception calculator here. When was Diari born?
She was born on the 10th of this month.
All right, March 10th. So if we put the birth date of March 10th, 2019 and hit calculate, it says the window of...
Damn, this is recent. What the hell? Oh, no. Well, yeah, it still is recent, but yeah, 2019. Yeah, this is recent like a motherfucker.
Conception would be June 15th through June 19th. Now let me go to the next page. So that would put the date of intercourse between June 12th and June 18th. Were you all back together then?
That's why I feel the way I feel. Like, no matter how you
And
dress
that's
it up.
why you are asking this court to grant this test.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, after hearing the testimony presented before me today, this court has determined that there is sufficient evidence to order paternity testing in this case. We will reconvene after both of you submit to DNA testing done by our laboratory.
What? This new to me. I thought that they did it no matter what, even if it wasn't sufficient.
I will have the results for you then. In addition to that,
Wait, hold on. Don't DNA testing take like a week or two to like kick in so you can actually test it? Like, how can they do this in one sitting?
you all are married and you have a family with other children. I'm gonna send you off to the laboratory, but first I'm gonna send you to talk to Dr. Jeff, because I believe it is important that you all begin to do the work. You're still married. I don't want to see this family destroyed. And I want you to be prepared. Court is adjourned.
And do you think you can accept the fact for...
Court is back in session in the case of Johnson versus Johnson. In our earlier hearing, I found that there was sufficient evidence to order both of you to submit to DNA testing at our laboratory. Since our last hearing, what has gone through your mind?
No matter what the outcome is, I just want to be able to deal with it. That's all.
How about you, Miss Johnson?
Well, I've been nervous, kind of scared.
Wait,
Just don't know what
hold
to feel
on.
right.
Hold the fuck on. I just had mad trouble fucking pausing the video. They wearing different clothes? My bad. I'm fucking tired. But, that's dead ass a first, though. I didn't know that they did this. I thought they did this shit all in one little swoop.
To be honest.
So if your husband is not Diari's biological father, do you know where the other father is?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has he expressed at all his willingness to be a part of Diari's life?
Just in the beginning, I haven't really spoke to him like throughout my pregnancy or after really.
Okay. Dr. Jeff, I'd like to ask you, because this is a very difficult situation and we have a family here. How do people prepare themselves for news that could devastate the fabric of their family?
Well, I think it's important for them, and we had spoken about this, to look at some of the other challenges that they have not dealt with. You talked with them a few days ago about the death of their child. She had a miscarriage. Mrs. Johnson had a miscarriage. And so I followed up on that cue and found out that Mr. Johnson had not dealt with that miscarriage. Instead, it almost propelled him, if you will, into that separation and acting out sexually. He cried.
Yes.
And he started working through it. And I think it will deliver them in a place just for you, Judge, where whatever this result is, I hope they'll be able to handle it.
Well, I am here and I have the
I mean, shit, they gotta handle it. They don't got no choice but to handle it.
results for you. But as you do with every family that walks out of this courtroom with good or bad results, however they perceive it, you're there for them. And you're going to be there for the Johnsons as well. You are going to meet with them again, no matter what the results are. He's going to work with you, and he's going to help give you the tools and help you identify the steps you need to take to keep your family together. All right?
If the baby ain't his, I'm sorry, that's just something I can't deal with. I can't have no kid living under my roof that I pay the bills for that ain't mine. That's another man's. I just can't do it, bro. Unless I meet a girl and she already had a kid from a past relationship. But if I'm married to my wife and we already got kids together, let's say we got 2 kids together, and then, like, it's a third baby that's not mine, bro, I'm done, bro. I'm just gonna take care of my kids, fuck her. I just can't do it. Maybe it's just me, though. Like,
are you ready for the results?
Yes.
Yes, Shauna.
Jerome, may I have the envelope, please? These results,
come on.
case of Johnson versus Johnson. When it comes to 12-day-old Diari Johnson, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Johnson, you are the father.
That's great news.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. That's a W.
So happy. Oh, that was hard.
Wow. Wow.
My nerves were shot, honey. I was like, woo! I'm so happy for you all. Woo!
Right?
Right?
Right.
Mr. Johnson, you have one beautiful smile. I hadn't seen it often. Been with you for 2 days, I ain't seen it. I'm so happy. And you too, I haven't seen you smile either.
Oh,
Well, what a relief it is.
man.
We got that truth. And you're blessed. It's the truth you wanted.
Yes, yes.
And so now, how do we activate that blessing even further? I think that's the question of the day now. And I think we do that with forgiveness. We do that by doing the work Dr. Jeff talked about. So I'm gonna send you back with Dr. Jeff now. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I wish you the best. Court is adjourned.
All right, man, that's the video. If you guys made it this far, man, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Give me 2. Right now we at 85. I ain't gonna say 100. I said 100 earlier. Let's get to 90. Let's get to 90 subscribers, right? And if that button's red, man, make it gray. Like, comment. I see every comment. I appreciate every comment. And I'll see you guys soon, man. Peace.